Hello Key Stage 1 and welcome to another week of home learning. We hope you've had a fantastic weekend and are ready for another week this week. Thank you to everybody who sent me origami cows this week. They looked absolutely fantastic. We're going to be doing some more toilet roll tube crafts today and we're going to be thinking about how we can make a house. So stick around for that. I hope you have a brilliant start to your week. So here's the things we need today. There's a few more things than usual, but don't worry if you don't have everything. I'd encourage you always with these tasks, have a go with what you've got in the house. Be creative, use your problem solving skills, and if you don't have something, see if you can think of another way of doing it. So today I've got a black marker pen, I've got some sticky tape, some blue tack, a pencil, some toilet roll tubes, and actually some other cardboard as well. Now I know it's going to sound strange coming from me, but today you don't have to use toilet roll tubes for this craft. You could use a more flat piece of cardboard, and in fact you might find it easier if you've got a cereal box or some packaging from something that's arrived. You might find it easier to use some cardboard that's a little bit more flat. Let's get into this craft then today. We're going to be making a house. And we're basing our design today on, again, the front cover of a squash and a squeeze and that house that's in the background. So let's start and work through each of the steps we're going to need. So to start with, you're going to take one of your toilet roll tubes or your flat piece of cardboard and you're going to cut it into a rectangle shape. So this is really easily done by chopping a line through your roll just like this. And when you stretch it out, you'll see you get a nice rectangle shape. Now the toilet roll tubes that I'm using at the moment actually don't flatten out very nicely, but I don't want you to worry about this if you have similar toilet roll tubes. Again, we're not going for perfection here, we're going for fun. So that's my first one, and I'm actually going to use the white side that I've got on the inside of this for mine. Again, don't worry if yours are slightly different. So that's going to be the main bit of my house, and I need a roof as well. So I'm going to do the same thing to make a roof. Now once you've got your rectangle for the roof, what you're going to want to do is put the two together, and this is where that pencil is going to come in handy because we need to draw the outline of where we're going to do our roof. So match them up so they're one on top of each other like that, and you might want to put your hand in the middle to keep them there. And what you want to do is go from the corner up at a diagonal, same again on the other side, to make your roof shape. Now if you want to do this really accurately, then what you can do is you could actually measure in from the side, say a couple of centimeters, and the same in from that side to make sure that your roof is even. But I'm not going to worry too much about that. I've drawn my roof and now I'm going to chop it out. Super, now I've got my roof shape. And actually I'm going to use, because it's really nice that these have got different colours on each side, I'm going to use this side, this nice brown side, for my roof. Now you'll notice that if we put it on top, just like that, that's great. But actually, to help them stick together, I'm going to want to overlap them a bit. But as soon as we overlap them, we get these extra bits poking out. So what I'm going to do is just work out how much I wanted to overlap, probably about 1.5 centimeters, and then I'm going to draw along those two bits so that I can chop them off. Brilliant, there we go. Now when I pop my roof on, it's going to sit perfectly in line just like that. Okay, now we need to get attaching these two bits together. Now because we've got this bend in here, we're going to be using tape and blue tack today because Pritt Stick doesn't work very well for this. So what I'm going to do is overlap them like that, get them where they want to be, and then I'm going to turn this whole thing over just like that, check it's all nice and lined up, and then use my tape first of all to stick it down. Now you want to be quite generous with the tape, don't be afraid to use quite a lot because we're not going to see this bit and we want to make sure that it's stuck down really firmly. Now when you've done that, what I found happened, because this is quite strong cardboard, is that when I turned it over, it bent up and didn't want to stay stuck down. So that's why I've brought some blue tack today, and this is really great for working with cardboard. If you tuck some of that under there and stick down, then you'll find that the whole thing sticks really nicely. Now, once you've got to this bit, things are up to you. You can design this house however you want, but I'm going to show you a couple of things that you could do to add the windows and the doors on. Now, this is where that extra piece of cardboard comes in really handy. I've created two little bits like this. You can see that's just a rectangle or a square that I have folded the end over. And again, I've used some blue tack. And I've done this to make the shutters for the windows. So if you blue tack those on, just like that. And then what I did as well was I added a bit of blue tack between those bits just to stick those shutters down a little bit. Fab, so we've got some shutters there. And then I drew a window like this. So that was how I made those shutters, and you can adjust those as well if you want them to stick up a little bit more like that. You can do that. And then I added a door on as well. So I cut out my door shape, and then I had a look on A Squash and a Squeeze, the book, and saw that it's got these wooden panels across looking like this. So I drew some lines on. This is with my felt tip pen, to make a wooden looking door with a little handle on there. And again, I'm going to use some blue tack to stick that on. There we go. So what you should have after all of that is a fantastic looking house. And there's a load of different ways you could choose to do this. You could add these things that I've added on. You could paint this, you could colour it, you could add your own bricks. I'll leave it up to you. But this is just a template for you to follow to get started with your very own cardboard house. That's it for now, so enjoy your day today, and I can't wait to see what you guys are going to make this week. Alright, see you soon.